All right, let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Yo, Haven, what's good? Grand Rising Supreme Shining. I know you're not gonna be watching this, but yeah, Grand Rising Supreme Shining is what I'm trying to say. You know, it's still a little early for me. The sun is still shining. I went out and went to go get grounded, got some high energy as we had some solar activity recently over the past few rotations. I feel amazing. I feel great. Um, yeah, I've been doing some deep reflecting lately. I'm kind of stuck in a dilemma about something personal here, but other than that, I feel great. I feel amazing. My deep reflection has been giving me a few answers to certain things. Some things leaving me in confusion, but things are looking great. Things are looking really great, actually. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to build up the courage and energy to do certain things and just things like that. So, yeah, I'm just giving you the update on my energetic balance. You get what I'm saying? Anyhow, welcome in. It is my intention that all is well with you guys, and you are having a wonderful, magnificent rotation in a wonderful, magnificent mood. I do not celebrate no Gregorian holidays on the calendar. However, if you do, you already know what's up, man. Abundance. I'm not even gonna say. I'm not even gonna say happy holidays because I don't celebrate. I don't celebrate none of these Gregorian calendar holidays at all. So, if you do, no discrimination. Abundance, family. Anyhow, full disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Everything you see on this channel is merely speculation. Viewer discretion is advised. Please do your own homework and research for proper discernment as you watch these clips and videos as a form of escaping the external chaos going on outside of ourselves, as we are all experiencing our own individual reality. That is okay, that is fine. If it does not resonate with you, leave it on the ground for someone else to pick it up. You choose to be here, you don't gotta be. Thank you very much. I'm highly grateful, and thankful for you guys who've been here from the beginning, rocking out, liking, commenting, sharing, supporting, subscribe, all of that, things of that nature, the energetic exchange that we do on the regular. Thank you so much for being here. As you guys know, I don't have anyone in my immediate circle or vicinity that I can have esoteric conversations with or think outside of the box with. So thank you for being here so much. Like, thank you deeply. Also, I'm going to give a huge, big, gigantic shout out to everyone and anyone who has ever sown a seed with me and will be returned 100-fold as the Most High uses you as a divine vessel to divinely support yours truly. Cut it's all about divine support. I just want to say grace, gratitude, and thanks, peace, and prosperity upon you and yours, as well as abundance. Thank you so much. It never goes unnoticed. It really does help the channel, the foundation, my well-being. Listen, as I say all the time, hit the notification bell and sub up if you are not already subbed up. You get what I'm saying? The likes do not match the views. Help me get further more to the algorithm, as well as you not missing the next presentation, the next live, the next giveaway. Speaking of giveaways, you already know what's up. I have a little note here. You see this? So those of you who win the giveaway will get a note like this with your giveaway. It says, green aventurine is known as the stone of opportunity. Malachite is a potent stone of deep transformation and protection. Together, this talisman aligns heart-centered desires with action, promoting emotional balance, protection, and the magnetism needed to draw in abundance and personal growth. You know what I'm saying? The talismans are complete. I put them in here because they're not mine. I just want to package them up. So now, when I get you guys, when we have the giveaway and you guys provide me with the shipping information, we good. Listen, I ain't even make one of these for myself. You hear me? I ain't even make one of these for myself. These beautiful talismans. These are all you. You know what I'm saying? 3 winners this Friday coming up. This Friday. What is that? What's the date of this Friday? Let me see. What is that? The 30th, I think. Friday the 30th. Be there or be square, man. We will be having a giveaway for 3 talisman necklaces that I've handcrafted myself. Malachite and green aventurine. You see this? Green aventurine pendant, malachite, and green aventurine stones. Listen. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy. A lot of time and energy has went into these creations. I hope these bracelets fit you. Listen, guys, when you put the bracelet on, do not pull it apart. Roll it on. And I made it a little bigger because my wrist is a little small, so I made it a little bigger. Hopefully you guys fit it. If not, share it with your significant other, with your offspring, whoever. And like I said earlier in the note, together, this talisman aligns heart-centered desires with action promoting emotional balance, protection, and the magnetism needed to draw in abundance and personal growth. So these stones, along with copper, is now a talisman, which has metaphysical properties and abilities. You guys, I hope you're excited as well as I am, as much as I am, because a lot of time and energy went into these things. A lot of time and energy. Let's not even mention resources. But, forget about that. Like I told you guys, I prioritized this giveaway over my personal gain. So I'm really excited, and I hope you guys are too. That's for the giveaway this Friday the 30th. Each talisman will come with a matching bracelet. And yeah, I hope you guys are excited, man. I really hope you guys are excited. Other than that, buckle up, enjoy the ride, enjoy the vibe. Let's get it. We ain't gonna do too much playing. We gonna vibe out, we gonna chill, man. I hope you are in a wonderful, magnificent mood, having a wonderful, magnificent rotation. Let's get it. If you're spending time with your family and loved ones, that's what's up. I have not done that. I have spent time with the Son, the Most High, the divine feminine, masculine mother and father. That's what I spend time with. You get what I'm saying? Other than that, I ain't spent time with no one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's get it. Let's do the damn thing. Let's do what we came to do, man. Let's do what we came to do. Vibe out, baby. I'm not sure if you guys hear the noise outside. You know, it is a Gregorian holiday, so there is a bit excessive activity. Skies all clear, a few clouds, not much. Really sunny rotation. The UV index was high, above normal, above average. So I feel great. I consumed energy. I feel good. I'm looking good. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you are too. Let's get it, man. Press play, baby. Let's get it. Wow. Wow. And he's just casually sitting there like he knew this was gonna happen or something. Just sitting there, bro.
Yeah, so there's another one, Council, except this time we basically get to see the whole thing happened, and I don't know, it just fell out of the sky. There's something in the atmosphere, Council. Anyway, let me know how you feel. Bye.
Okay, so Council, we're gonna go down the rabbit hole real quick, and this is because of the last video I just posted with that helicopter crashing.
This video. I missed. I don't know. This new spot I got. I made it this time. I miss a lot that shot. I normally make it all the time. Probably gotta move it back. Whatever. Oh, shoot.
And not because of the helicopter crash itself, but because of the zero reaction from the guy videotaping.
Right,
Because at first it seems like it's just some random dude videotaping a helicopter. Because, you know, we all love helicopters. That's nothing big. But as soon as it crashes, you would have been like, yo, damn, or something, some reaction. Dude did not even fucking budge. that got me to thinking. And the first thing that popped into my mind was those dudes at the Pope's funeral, those Italian soldiers in the Swiss Guard and all them at the Pope's funeral with the EMP guns for the drones. And I'm thinking to myself, counsel, what if there are people walking around with EMP weapons and they're literally setting them off, and not just one type? There's probably drones with EMP weapons in them. And counsel, remember, the atmosphere is active same way, so it can be covered up by atmosphere activity. It's part of war strategy. You use everything to your favor when you're at war. So you use even the temperature, the weather, everything against your enemy. I honestly think that dude videotaping it had something to do with it. That's all I'm saying. And counsel, you guys check this.
Yo, but look, he's sitting there like he knew it was gonna happen. Like he's like, yo, look. And then the window is just cracked perfect enough for him to still catch the frame of the chopper going in the water. And I don't know, it's sketchy. So I agree. I definitely agree.
This video out real quick, and I'm gonna jump back in and we'll continue, because this weapon that this guy made from junkyard parts is blowing my mind. You guys let me know if this is AI or what, because as far as I know, this shit is fucking real. Okay, so anyway, check it out.
I saw this. Is that flame gun we saw a while back? Yo, we saw this, bro. We saw this. What? You see that?
Yeah.
That is not no AI. That is not no AI. The video's too low budget. You got melanated beings. I don't know. I don't look like no AI to me.
So you guys see that? That's what I'm talking about. What if there's people walking around with weapons like that? We're in 2025. This is the future. We're literally living in Star Wars, but they want you to pretend that we're back in the caveman days, knuckle dragging in them business. Fam, that's not what it is. We're way advanced. We have no idea what kind of weapons they're using in this war, because this is actually World War IV, and it's a silent war with silent weapons. It's pure high-level technology. You just got to know what's what. Anyway, counsel, let me know how you feel in the comments, because this is what the fuck I'm on. I think we're at war and they're using next level tech against each other. Anyway, counsel, I don't know if you guys are digging that little math, but that's how it's going down from my point of view. I swear there's a huge electromagnetic weapon war going down in the atmosphere, and it's some next level beings running it, counsel. I'm not just talking about human business here, family. I'm talking about the Anunnaki, Elohim versus the fucking fallen. And I am telling you guys, it's total destruction on Babylon right now, because they're losing. Anyway, let me know how you feel in the comments about this one, because like I said, it's straight energetics from the forces knocking this world down. Let's go. Bang.
Yeah, Counsel. Bill Cooper talked about this in Behold the Pale Horse. It's literally called Silent Weapons for a Silent War. They're doing this war covertly behind the scenes, and they're using high-tech weapons. Let me know how you feel.
I used to get so mad when people would call me weird. I used to be like, weird because I don't think like y'all. I'm weird because I think for myself. Because I'm not out here playing following the leader with systems I never consented to. That makes me weird. I'll be that then. As I started learning and growing and evolving, I had to start thinking for myself, like, hold on. Why was I getting mad? Especially when I started studying etymology and I learned the true meaning. The word weird as we know it today comes from the Old English word weird, W-Y-R-D. It didn't just mean odd or awkward, it meant fate or destiny. Meaning you have the power or the fate to shape your own destiny. I'll take it. Matter of fact, in Norse mythology, you had the Weird Sisters, W-Y-R-D, aka the Norns. They were literal goddesses who wove the threads of fate. So being weird meant you were aligned with spiritual, divine timing, spiritual knowledge, as well as your soul's assignment. So when somebody calls you weird, just know they saying you don't move like the rest of us. Cause why would you want to? If I'm ever caught moving like the herd, just know I've been compromised. Being weird to me means I'm on a whole nother frequency. I can see what most can't. Being weird means I think beyond the box they have everybody else trapped in, which is their mind. I know that I'm not here to be normal. I'm here to be legendary. limitless, and aligned. So this is for all the people that ever called me weird. I sincerely appreciate you because you know what? You saw me before I saw me. You knew I was tapped in before I knew I was tapped in. Thank you for the backhanded prophecy. If anybody calls you weird, you better not get mad, because it's like a badge of honor. Not only that, look who's talking. Exactly. Make sure y'all get in them comments and let me know your thoughts. As always, peace, love, and light, and gratitude for watching.
The lockdown that took place in 2020 is connected to everything that's taking place in Hollywood. Hollywood is not falling. They are rebranding it. These celebrities are not falling. They're being replaced. We about to see a new form of celebrities in Hollywood. And it's all connected to the 2020 lockdown. 2020 was just a test to see how people will react by being stuck in the house. If you notice, some people was okay with being locked in as long as they can order from Amazon, watch movies, and play video games. But there's one thing people didn't realize. You was never alone when you was locked in. Cameras on your cell phone, cameras on your laptop, cameras on your TV. That's why I said Hollywood is not falling. These celebrities not falling. They are being replaced with live streamers. The 2020 lockdown was a mental program to get us all ready for the 24-hour surveillance. I have no idea how live streaming your whole life became the hottest topic in the world. Everyone is live streaming, broadcasting. But remember, everything is dealing with magic. You are broadcasting or casting your life in a streaming device. We have no privacy. What you are seeing right now with all these Hollywood cases, this is nothing but public humiliation. But now since we have live streamers taking over everything, there is no more privacy. Everything will be public. To be honest, I will not be shocked if these people start telling you that you have to put a camera in your house. I mean, we already got the cell phones, the TVs, and the laptops, but I'm talking about a real life camera. Our new reality will be something like the Truman Show, where there is cameras everywhere. If you haven't seen the Truman Show, I think you should check it out. I don't want people.
I ain't gonna lie to you, it's a great watch. It's a great watch. Cause I watched it after Raising in Frequency and Consciousness, and I'm like, that's a pretty good movie. I ain't gonna lie, it's a pretty good movie. So if you haven't watched it, go watch it. You know what I'm saying? Because prior to me watching that movie, I never watched it at all. Even when I was young, I never watched it. You know what I'm saying? I've heard of it. Like the Ace Ventura. The Jim Carrey movies that I liked was Ace Ventura, Pet Detective 1 and 2. What's the other one? Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. Things like that. The Mask. I never watched the Truman Show until I watched it. I'm like, this is a pretty good movie. Anyhow, whatever. Like I said, I'm in a high frequency and vibration. I feel great. I went to go ground. I consumed some of the solar energy. So I'm feeling good. Let's get it. Don't mind me.
That they spend hundreds of billions of dollars to make a movie to keep us entertained. No, it don't work like that. They was giving you a warning, and it's really taking place right now. All you have to do is connect the dots. When you in Hollywood, they give you millions of dollars to lie, entertain, and be someone you are not. How the hell you give someone $100 million to read a script to be someone fake? It's the same thing taking place with live streaming. These people are getting paid millions of dollars to be something fake. This is the new 24-hour surveillance. No more privacy. Everything will be public. This will be the new mental lockdown for all of us. You have to know that Hollywood is dealing with black magic to cast spells on people. But their casting spell is not permanent. Now they have to rebrand it. So now we have people like Kai Cenat, Speed, Cooking with Kaya, DDG. These people are the new famous live streamers. But what if I told you this? We are all live streaming our life every day, every second, and we don't even realize it. This is the new reality we are going into. No more privacy. Everything public.
Garbage. Am I the only one who be sticking the middle finger up at random cameras? It can't be just me. It can't be. Because I've always felt like I'm being watched. Like, what's behind that camera? Who's behind that camera? Yeah, okay. Then I'll stick the finger up. That's just me.
Medicaid is being defunded, and everyone is acting like they don't know why. So y'all remember USAID, right? And how it was proven that they've been stealing American funds to support other countries. Now check it. When you pronounce USAID the correct way, you'll get the United States aid then it'll make sense on what they've been doing the whole time, using the United States funds to aid other countries. Now, when you pronounce Medicaid the correct way, you will get Medicaid. You see, most people will assume that this is for low-income people and also people with no resources, when in all reality, no one has made any income this whole time we've been alive. Well, most of us. People don't know we are getting paid our own money out of our Social QV trust. The people that know this are the quote-unquote rich people. They've been benefiting off the system because of our lack of knowledge. But we all know they tried their best to keep the real knowledge away from the real Americans. Because in all reality, this is a part of DEI. But they continue to steal from us and place everything stolen into their trust. I mean, there's literally people with $1 million houses and yachts, $1 million in an account, getting more food stamps than people living in the hood. Because on paper, it looks as if they have nothing to live and survive off on. But in all reality, they have everything they need to live and survive. So why you think you're over there balling with $500 on your food stamp card? There's other people getting $1,500 on their food stamp card that's not even American. While you over there strapped on cash, figuring out how you gonna pay the next bill, people that's not American is getting $1,500 of straight cash money to spend on anything they want. While you're getting reduced rent in the hood on an $800 apartment, they're getting reduced rent on a $2,500 house in the suburbs. While you think you're getting free or reduced medicine, they're gonna give you the generic version with all kinds of BS in it. While everyone get the much safer name brand version. And people that look like me get old, you barely see them in nursing homes. And if you do, what is the condition of the place? Unsanitary, unpleasant, and overcrowded. But when you see the nursing homes of all the other races, it's clean, inviting, and spacious. Usually brand new. It's almost like a resort for old people. You see, most black people do not realize that everyone else benefits off this system way more than we think they do. And it's at our expense. And that was never supposed to happen. That's why it's being defunded. But yet, my people are so lost. They will literally fight for this to continue and still take the blame for us using the resources that we created. I mean, Trump literally said any adult without a kid is mandated to work at least 80 hours a month. That alone should tell you that there's people out here using and abusing the system by getting paid without putting in any work. Hell, I believe Medicare should be defunded also because they're doing the exact same thing. Like most of the people that we are paying for is the ones that's been upholding the matrix system, keeping us enslaved. They still live in them big houses, driving the nice cars, and even the boats. But people that look like me are still in the hood struggling. Like, why are we helping to pay doctors and people medical expenses? But they spent their whole life making at least 5 times more than we have been. And obviously, I'm talking about the black Americans. How does that make sense? They was basically doing the same thing with the college loans, trying to make us pay for everything that we had no part of. All of this is a scam to specifically drain the quote-unquote low-income people. Because obviously, it does not affect the people that has multiple streams of income. It's all a design, bro, to keep us down. But y'all gotta stop coming online misleading people with the BS if you haven't did any real research, bro. Because the truth is detrimental to waking up my people. Because the misinformation is what's putting people back to sleep with nothing but confusion on their minds. You see, they taught us to think backwards and not for ourselves. Hence that word, quote unquote, ignorant person. Y'all know what I mean. Although it's gaslighting. Because the knowledge was hidden from us this whole time. So all the people that's fighting against the defunding of these programs has been benefiting off the black Americans this whole time. So it is in their best interest to deceive you. Anyways, y'all know how to keep it. Y'all be guys. Hey.
I think he touched on a lot of good topics because people of low income don't even receive much benefits from these things. But it seems other folks can benefit a lot. Remember we saw that video a while back of the chick who get food stamps, and they found out she got a 2024 or 2023 BMW. They told her they about to cut her $4,000 food stamps or whatever it was, and she started tripping, losing her mind, like, oh, how I'm gonna do this, how I'm gonna do that, like, what? You know how much people wish they was getting that many food stamps? I don't even get food stamps at all myself. I don't get none of that. I don't get none of that. So it's like, come on, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Speaking of which, you know what? I'm gonna keep that to myself because I never know who's working against me and who's not. But it's crazy out there. It's crazy out there that the indigenous folks are still struggling in Gregorian 2025. Yet you got everyone else outside of indigenous folks doing pretty well. Feel me? And when I say indigenous is just not one. You know what I'm saying? Like there's different. That's why there was different tribes and different this and different that. And then these imaginary borders from the colonizers just put labels on. You feel me? We all the same, but come from different places, but we're all the same. You feel me? Similarities. I'm not even going to get into it, but you get what I'm saying. People of low income are definitely struggling. That is insane. That's insane. You feel me? Let's keep going, though.
The Galactic Federation spoke with, say, the shadow government or the collective governments on planet Earth to say, no matter what this is happening, no matter what, we're coming here and you're getting to this place of being this galactic civilization. And so you either tell your people about this or it's just going to happen. So now what we're seeing, especially with a lot of the hearings, right, and different groups and organizations that have been formed, and the government's coming out and saying, yeah, UAPs are real, kind of, right? But they're trying to get ahead of the narrative. They're trying to control the cosmic narrative so that when that eventually does happen, they're still in control of how it's perceived.
Interesting.
Right? The shadow governments, or I like to call them the powers that were, rather than the powers that...
The powers that were, they no longer be. Yeah.
Be, they're still in control of how it's perceived.
Interesting.
Right? The shadow governments, or I like to call them the powers that were, rather than the powers that be, they are being controlled by reptilians, right? Like, I do believe that they are off-world beings who are shape-shifting as human beings and controlling us that way.
Hey yo, peace fam, Source God, Orion TV, bang, 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 more life family, bliss up, abundance, on the done know already. So yo, council, this is what happens when you put a magnet between two diamagnetic crystals. It creates literal organic levitation. And council, remember, all these materials, these elements, they're all organic. They come straight out of the earth. All you have to do is combine the resources we've been given and we can create levitation, lift, free energy without harming the earth or depleting any of our natural resources. Now, council, check this out. Yeah, okay, so fam, look at this. This is the reaction when you combine magnets and copper. You guys notice the stopping force that the copper has against the magnet. It's because the copper totally, completely wipes out the magnetic field or the magnetic pull of the magnets. So the repulsion field between the copper and the magnet also create another form of levitation. It's the same principle. You combine the resources and you can create lift. You can create quantum locking. Now, council, you expect me to believe that the governments of this world and private corporations with all the money, all the resources and access aren't using this technology to their own benefits? Of course they are. That's why when you see crafts like this floating through the skies, and yes, this is straight military video, when you see crafts like this, you can realize that they're not from outer space. They're not from anywhere far off. They're from right here on Earth. That's why they're even built aerodynamic to cut through wind. If they were built for outer space, the vacuum of space, there would be no need for aerodynamics. Council, these propulsion systems are what they copied from Tartaria. This is how we powered our entire civilizations. What they call UFOs today, is what we used to just call cars. This was normal for us, nothing new under the sun. And the point I'm making to you, counsel, is that the powers that used to be have been hiding all this technology the whole time and using it against you. They have been powering their reality using our technology while they leave us out here to starve with this gasoline and all this other goofy business they got us stuck on. Literally like crackheads. That's how they do. They keep you stuck because you're always tethered to them by the fact that you have needs, and the only way you can fulfill those needs is through them once you're tethered to their knuckle dragger technology. Once we spiral up, get back to reality, it will be free energy, free world, free love for everyone. And this is what we're creating in the new earth paradigm. My people, if you're with me, let's go. Bang, bang. Yeah. Council, they want us to believe that they haven't developed transportation systems and vehicles and things of that nature using these technologies. They want us to believe that the furthest they've gotten is like a Tesla.
It's right
like,
there.
Come on, people, let's get real. They're living in a whole nother reality while they got us living in. It's time to get up out the mud, spiral, and blossom.
Okay, guys, is it just me, or does everything feel weird? Like, I can't be the only one that feels like this. I'm out walking my dog right now, and I just began to wonder and think, you know, that how are we already halfway through the current year? That doesn't even make much sense at all. Like, how are we already halfway through the current year? Everything just feels weird. Everything just feels off. People don't even feel the same. Like, nobody really feels the same. Like, am I the only one that feels like this? I can't be the only one that feels like this. Again, just bear with me. I'm walking my dog. So, yeah. But everything just feels bizarre. Like, I can't put my finger on it. It's just like the weather seems confused. Animals seem confused. Like, I don't really know what more to add to any of that. It's just everything feels fake.
This right here was what they showed on the news, weather report, and even...
Anyone else agree? Does anyone else agree that everything just feels off and fake? It's like we're waiting for this to wrap up already? Just asking for a friend. Look at this, more doomsday fish at the surface. Look at this.
The doomsday fish are acting up. We'll come right back to the 1000th doomsday fish that we've seen so far. But let's check out some unrelated anonymous weather phenomenon. Seems like the East Coast is under some very, very, very hazy skies.
Yes, we have been, and thankfully the sky is clear this rotation. That's why I went out the ground. We had some high solar activity and I went out. But as of late, these recent rotations, it has definitely been misty, gray, ugly, and nasty, for sure.
You wanna know what these hazy skies remind me of? Derealization. It's unrelated, but it seems like everyone's dealing with derealization lately. What about you?
You saw that? That looked like an entity, some type of alien entity.
Very hazy skies. You wanna know what these hazy skies remind me of? Derealization. It's unrelated, but it seems like everyone's dealing with derealization lately. What about
chest, shoulders, face, neck? Y'all see that? Is it just me? Does anyone else see that? Face, neck piece, disconnected obviously. Shoulders, chest, body. Anyone else see that?
you? Unrelated, just for attention, I mean, the derealization is just off the chain these days, right? What are these giant circles popping up? Crazy enough, they pop up
Look at that, bro.
alongside really, really bad storms. Speaking of storms, this right here has to be a sign. Crazy hail, and it literally stopped on the border. Literally on the border. I guess this crazy hell-like hail is normal now, because it's been everywhere, right? Did you know that scientists are actively adding new cloud patterns to the sky because we're seeing things that we have never seen before?
Look at that.
This is the sky. It's not a wave. Like that thing we saw at the very beginning, right? And we've had 3 doomsday fish pop up in the last 48 hours. I've seen 3 different videos in 3 different places. And again, this is like a once in a lifetime, if that, occurrence. But these are happening every single day because something weird's happening on Earth and they are well aware of it. These doomsday fish are literally a sign of just that.
The fish came through to tell the recorder, son, yo, bro, you ain't got much time. You see how he swam up and poked his head up like, yo, you ain't got much time.
Apocalyptic earthquakes and crazy things happening on the Earth.
No, we gotta see that again. Hold on, look. There you go right there. Let me rewind just a little bit more. Look at this.
3 different videos in 3 different places. And again, this is like a once in a lifetime, if that, occurrence. But these are happening every single day.
Yo, bro, you ain't got much time. Yo, bro, get ready. Yo, bro, let's get this shift. That's what the fish is saying. Look at this.
Because something weird's happening on Earth and they are well aware of it. These doomsday fish are literally a sign of just that, apocalyptic earthquakes and crazy things happening on the Earth. In ancient times, they would always see this first, so I really wonder what's going on, even though it's all unrelated. Let me know what y'all think below.
Nobody listened.
We close all portals in our homes and understand overstand that we are all sovereign beings. Evil's not welcome here, has no jurisdiction, nor of us has no power of us. So get out, stay out, you're not welcome here. Let's get it.
Doll went on tour, the Annabelle doll tour, right? Nobody listened about paranormal activities, strange things happening, what's been going on everywhere this doll has appeared. And now, allegedly, the doll has gone. So the one question that should be on everybody's mind right now is, why did they take this doll on tour? This doll right here that visited Louisiana, San Antonio, Pennsylvania, and even went to Virginia is officially missing, especially after all of the crazy things that we've seen in every one of the cities that this doll has made a visit. So whoever decided that it was a great idea to take this doll and make it vanish, you are definitely barking up the wrong tree. Everyone out there that has been preying upon this doll to create havoc and do crazy, wild things, be careful what you wish for. So my question to you is, do you guys think this is a game? Do you believe in the paranormal? Do you believe in the things that have happened in the cities where this doll has visited? Who do you think took this doll? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
When too many people wake up in the Matrix, they have no choice but to reset it. A woke person in the Matrix is a dangerous person because you have the ability to tell other NPCs that still asleep that their reality is not real. Their religion, not real. The food you eat, not real. Did you see the new Google VEO3? You should check it out. It's a deep message they're trying to tell us. When so-called chosen people wake up in the Matrix, you are not really chosen. You are just an NPC that happened to wake up and realize that your reality is fake. We are all NPCs. This universe we live in is just a simulation that was created by another alien race or another artificial intelligent life form. When you see your angel numbers, 111, 222, 333, 444, where do you think they coming from? Why do we see these same numbers over and over? That's because our reality is a simulation. Some people call it a message. I call it a code that's being downloaded within our subconscious mind. You ever have deja vu? Where do you think deja vu come from? You ever watch an old DVD that had a scratch on it and it kept repeating the same scene over and over? You ever listen to a CD and it had a scratch on it? It kept playing the same song over and over. If so, that was a message letting you know that our subconscious is trapped in some kind of artificial computer program. Yes, we are all being programmed. Television program, newspaper program, social media program, shit, either people are starting a program of a people. I am not trying to tell people that they are fake and that their reality is fake. It's a real thing because your energy make it real. But I want you to understand that it's getting to a point where we might end up fake. We already live in a simulation, but now we have other people making simulations within a simulation. So when people wake up in this reality, guess what? They're going to go back into another simulation. The reason why they keep telling people that life is nothing but a stage is because there's someone in the back scene writing our scripts, writing our characters. Our characters is linked with our zodiac signs. We are born into a reality or a simulation that has everything already figured out, right? Heaven, hell, we live, we die, what to eat, what not to eat, what city and state or country we are born into. These are all scripts or prompts. Someone wrote it out for us. If you ever meet someone and you like them, you say, shit, I like that person's character. When you watch a movie, you might fall in love with the character. If you read a book, you fall in love with a character. Well, our reality is a simulation. Do you like your character? Your zodiac sign? We are not chosen. We are just NPCs that woke up in the Matrix. If you want to know more about these topics,
interesting. That was pretty interesting if you ask me. Pretty interesting because it's like, if we in a holographic construct, does that not make everyone NPCs? Are there more advanced NPCs than others? Things like that. Are you actually a playable character rather than a non-playable character? You get what I'm saying? Anyhow, I got to urinate. I'll be back. I saw this clip because it was brief. It was brief. This is a very brief clip, but I'll be back.
They got a black piece of plastic. What they doing, they comparing phones. This is an iPhone Pro Max right here, y'all. I don't know if this is true. They just giving y'all the example, so don't shoot the messenger. They taking a picture, flash on, boom, through the black piece of plastic, nothing, still the same. iPhone Pro Max. This right here is the Ultra, the S24. Ultra, Galaxy. Plastic over the camera, flash on, take a picture, boom. Burnt the hole through it. Flash too dangerous, man. This is Zoomy, the Chinese new phone. Same thing. Put the black plastic over it. Yeah. Get a good. There we go. Put it over there. Turn that flash on. Boom. 2 dots. Oh my God.
What is going on in the skies over El Paso, Texas? It seems like every day there's a brand new sighting of something that doesn't belong in the nighttime sky. A woman and her son were out in their backyard when they heard something flying over that did not sound or look like a plane. She took her phone and quickly recorded. Take a look at this video. Look at this.
What the fuck? Look at that, holy shit!
What is that? What is this? Watch.
Mom! Shh! Dude, what the fuck was that?
Excuse the language, but I don't blame them. What the heck was that? It seems like every day we're starting to see different unidentified flying objects over major cities in the US and around the world. What are your thoughts on what the
We saw this because Juice covered this for us.
The heck that was? Let me know in the comments, and as always, I'd love to hear from you.
Ever wonder why Morgan Freeman been old our whole life, even my whole mama life, my whole grandma? I ever wonder why some of these people, like, they don't die, or they come back out and look like the same exact person, right? But you know, like, okay, we know who the fuck, y'all not fooling us. Y'all can't do them tricks on the real ones. What the fuck? We know, right? They do all type of rituals in Hollyweird. I'm always call it Hollyweird. They do all type of rituals. And why, y'all gotta think, why they call it Hollywood? They're using our magic. Y'all better tap back into voodoo. They're using our magic and using it in an evil way. The Hollywood, that you could get a fucking stick off of that and use it as a wand. and become a magician. And that's what who the fuck is Medea? Search who Medea is. Right? The media, Medea, put it the fuck together. She was a witch, a sorcery over illusions. They got a lot of y'all in a fucking illusion. They're doing rituals. So these motherfucking artists that y'all love and worship, and y'all know y'all ain't supposed to have no damn idols, but y'all still do, right? These same celebrities y'all love and worship, they don't even have the capacity to die. They done did so much shit, and y'all will live forever. It sounds good when you're in your lower self. To a nigga living for 100 years, like, damn, bitch, I want to die. You can't die. All that shit you done did, all them sick rituals you done did, you don't even get you don't even get blessed enough to die, nigga. You have to suffer for eternity. Yeah, that's true hell, not being able to rise and evolve from here and be stuck in the 3D. Yeah, that's why Morgan Freeman been looking old her whole life. We know his old ass. You doing the rituals too? You ain't excluded shit. Oh, not Morgan Freeman. Yes, Morgan Freeman too. Y'all got a real hard time realizing that all these names, anybody who's the media is pushing heavily, watch out for, right? Because that means they're down for all the shit. They're down for all the rituals. They're down for all the bullshit. Yeah, oh yeah, Lauren London, she ain't even be getting booked this shit. Lauren London is not even a good actor, and they still booking this bitch and shit. Why? Because she's down for all the rituals. She's down to sacrifice all the niggas. Remember Janae Aiko? Pussy so good, got it selling his soul for me. Bitch, what? No pussy is that good that a nigga should be ready to sell his soul for it. They literally...
Let's hit that back. Because some people be going out sad for some box, baby.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm actually proud of myself that I haven't even been with another woman since leaving my woman in 2023. I'm actually proud of myself because the old me would have been already moved on and been, exchanging energy with someone else or others. Like, no, absolutely not. It's different. It hit different when you gain the knowledge and you gain the clarity with your higher consciousness and awareness. Protect your frequency.
Lauren London, she ain't even be getting booked this shit. Lauren London is not even a good actor, and they still booking this bitch and shit. Why? Because she's down for all the rituals. She's down to sacrifice all the niggas. Remember Janae Aiko? Pussy so good, got it selling his soul for me. Bitch, what? No pussy is that good that a nigga should be ready to sell his soul for it. They literally tell you right in the music what the fuck they're doing to our brothers and sisters. And y'all, I love her. I love him. Don't talk about I love them. Yeah. These same people are the same one performing rituals on kids, draining kids of their blood and adrenochrome, torturing kids just like on Monster Inc., right? To keep us in our lower state because they know music can help us rise. So they're using it in the opposite way and help us keep us stuck in the lower frequencies.
Lauren London set Nipsey up. And you know what? I knew she set his ass up because I'll never forget seeing her ass at the funeral. I said, this lying asshole. Like, y'all, I have an intuition, and that motherfucker be on point. And it was to the point where I'm like, I felt like she had something to do with his death. Because I'm like, this bitch she was moving on too easy, too quick. She didn't seem really that hurt to me. She's making movies, fucking white men. I'm like, this bitch just set up a real nigga. Because he was motherfucking too. He was an empath. She probably was playing on his emotions. And I already knew Nipsey didn't really value her because he always referred to her as his bitch. My man does not refer to me as his bitch. Like, never. No, it doesn't happen.
Definitely not.
He refers to me as his wife, right? So I knew off rip, and I could tell like she felt some type of way that he didn't marry her. Like, oh, this nigga ain't gonna marry me, and I'm gonna set you up. Yeah, these bitches real skinless. Looks can be very deceiving. You are bro. They say a man greatest downfall always is some dirty, bum ass, stinking ass bitch. Y'all better be careful who y'all giving y'all dick to, because the wrong bitch will get your ass killed, get you set up. Okay, you have to understand that the true original woman, right, who's not a fucking hybrid or a clone, right? The true original woman is your spiritual protection. So y'all are the physical, because everything is exchange. Y'all know me, baby. Everything is exchange. So you are my physical protection, and I am your spiritual protection. For example, since I've gotten with my man. He doesn't have, like, he used to be in wars and fights all the time fucking these archives before he got with me. Yes. Since he's been with me, he's been spiritually protected. He even told me that, like, yeah, it's like I'm like a cloak of protection around him. And he is my physical protection. He carries the big things. He does everything I need for him physically that I don't want to do because I'm a fucking goddess sitting on my fucking throne and he's a fucking god, okay? And we both need each other to make some shit work. So y'all better be real. Y'all be like, oh yeah, this my bitch. That bitch is gonna get you set up. Yeah, niggas, baby mamas get them set up in the hood, in the industry. This is not just industry shit. This shit goes for the streets too. Yeah, be careful where you lay your seed, because the wrong bitch will set you up. She don't give a fuck if she got your motherfucking kids. Okay? That's why you need you a real one by your side who has a good intuition so she can tell you, like, oh yeah, baby, you can't trust that bitch. Oh yeah, baby, that nigga ain't really your friend. Cut his ass the fuck off. Oh, yeah, you can't tell he hating, yeah. Because the womb is the seat of intuition. So if you walk around here with some dumbass hybrid and vice versa for a woman, he can't protect you physically and she can't protect you spiritually, and you're going to be fucked up out here in this astral realm. Self-love is the best love. If you are giving somebody your sexual
So let me tell y'all a story pertaining to that, right? I got a cousin who has an abusive baby father. So I guess one time me and her was supposed to meet up. He was acting weird towards her. Things escalated. He ended up smacking her around or whatever. I don't really know the exact details, but she told me, yo, can you come through and make this nigga face some kind of repercussions? I'm like, all right, cool. No doubt. I can't guarantee you it's not gonna go so far, because at the end of the day, this is what I was telling her, I don't even say that word, but let me rephrase that just to be clear. At the end of the situation, there's no telling what's gonna happen because we're both men. Things escalate quickly, especially when some men got pride, some men is just not going for certain things and things of that nature. Some people want to go get their friends or their crew or their posse. So I'm like, I can't tell you where things is gonna lead up to from this, how it's gonna go, but you feel me? You want him to get checked? You want me to check him? Copy. I'll come through and check him right now. You feel me? So when she realized, I guess after what I told her, she realized, like, damn, like, things can't escalate this, and that. She just stopped speaking to me for months. For months, just stopped speaking to me. And then time went by, and she was like, yo, she was just acting normal, like nothing ever happened. I'm like, yo, ain't you the same person that stopped speaking to me for months? Because whatever you had going on with your baby father and all of this and all of that, and I'm like, yo, I'm good. I ended up blocking her. This is my blood cousin. But I'm like, yo, I don't got time for this. Because, like, when I love you, I genuinely love you. Like, I genuinely love you. So for you to turn around and act weird towards me for months after I was literally about to jump out the window for you because you told me, yo, this dude is putting his hands on me, this and that. Can you come through and check him? Copy. I'll come through right now and check him, but I can't tell you where it's going to go and what it's going to lead to. I can't guarantee you he's safe. There's no telling where it's going to go. Act weird towards me. Why was I even going to jump out the window for you in the first place? Our love is not reciprocated. It's not the same. I'm loving you on a different kind of level, like family should when a man is disrespecting a goddess. You feel me? At the end of the day, our people are all gods and goddesses. So how can you sit there and disrespect your divine empress, who has given your offspring a vessel to enter the realm? Nah, I'm not going for that. So I just blocked her. After that, like, we had our words. I told her, like, yo, like, that's weird to me. That's fake. Like you feel me? Like, I'm about to jump out the window for you. Oh, I know what happened. You stopped talking to me because of him. Granted, whatever's clever. We family. I don't care what y'all got going on behind closed doors. Don't call me. Don't even call me anymore pertaining to whatever y'all got going on. I don't even care about it. Matter of fact, block. That's it. Block. So just be careful out there. It's more of the story. Be careful out there. women, especially in low income areas, it get crazy sometimes. You feel me? It get crazy sometimes. Anyhow, whatever. I went on a rant right there. Let's keep going.
Energy, and afterwards you're not glowing, your eyes ain't looking bright, you ain't feeling good, your coochie stank, your dick stank, something ain't right, your energy fell off, you feel nasty like you just watched porn. Like, damn, you ever had sex with somebody and you know that nasty feeling after you watch porn because you know you ain't really supposed to be doing it? Like, after you watch porn, you're like, ugh. Like, you come, you like, throw the phone, that's nasty. If you feel like that same feeling after you have sex with someone, baby, run. Succubus and incubus are real. There are people who feed off sexual energy, men and women, right? And most of these men and women love to give you head, always trying to get you to have sex, always trying to just, everything is just sex. We need to be more aware of the darker entities out here in this astral plane. That's why you got to raise your frequency and do the work, because once you truly love yourself, you will realize, like, this person is a succubus. That's why it's imperative to do the work, right? Do that shadow work, because then you can really step into that love factor of self, right? Love yourself. And then you will start to see these signs. Like another sign is your vagina might reject them. You might start having bumps on your vagina. Your vagina might start stinking, right? And this is all spiritual. I know they try to teach us this is a scientific, but it's really a spiritual reason. It just like the physical is a reflection of the spirit. It got to happen in the spiritual realm before it can actually manifest in the physical realm, right? So if your coochie is stinking, if your dick is stinking, if your dick hurts, your dick is oozing, if you have bumps, it can actually manifest into a physical disease, but it's also spiritual. You might not have the physical disease, right? But your coochie might still stink, or your dick still might stink, or your dick still might hurt, or you still might feel nasty after having sex with this person, right? And not have a physical disease. But the more and more you do this, it would actually manifest into the physical. See, in the vegan community, they try to teach that it has something to do with you eating, but it's not. It's about doing the work. You can eat the healthiest meal in the world and still go have sex with someone who has HIV.
It's definitely still about doing the work. You gotta still do the work.
And you're going to have HIV. So it's like, it's about doing the shadow work and truly loving yourself. But eating healthy is a form of self-love, right?
Sure.
But everybody's version of eating healthy looks different. What helps me might not help the other person, right? So I'm not necessarily here to tell y'all exactly what y'all need to be eating and what y'all need to be doing, right? But I do know it is imperative to do the work, heal within, love yourself, and then you will be able to tell like things that are not good for your health, right? But like I said, the sexual energy is the most powerful energy. So there are a lot of succubus and incubus out here on this realm, and nobody's talking about this. And you need to keep your energy high, keep raising your frequency so you can have that energetic shield, right, to block all these demonic entities that are not here to help you evolve. Sending love, light, and peace to y'all beautiful being. I shade to my ancestors, known and unknown, who are here to help me glow and grow. Y'all better get y'all a man that can protect y'all. You know, nobody really talks about this, especially females, but let's talk about simps today. Right? A nigga who will let another nigga slap the shit out of you and wouldn't do nothing about it. Y'all, it's about to get rough. It's about to get real out here. It's about to get real, and you gonna need you a man who can protect you, who don't play about you, right? I ain't gonna say new, I don't know what the fuck. These niggas are not protectors. They are not protectors. All they're here to do is to, I guess, distribute dick and money. I don't know, but when shit get real, right, you gonna need you a man who will slap the shit out of if a nigga play with you or try to. Y'all, I had so much disrespect. Like, you need a man who to protect you when you a true goddess. Like, when you truly chosen and you got a higher purpose. Yes, baby, they will try and they will test you because they see your purity and they see your light. And you need a strong man by your side in order to protect you in this crazy, cruel world. All right. And that's why it's imperative. That's why it takes two to create a child, because you really need, it's about the divine masculine and divine feminine come together, like the Isis, Osiris, Horus union. That's the true holy trinity, right? Man, woman, and child. So you need you a real man. Not a simp ass nigga who's not a protector. You know, you could be in a relationship with somebody, you could be with a man for years, but in reality, if shit really pop off, like, and you need a nigga who's going to protect you under any means necessary, you and your kids, and you with a bitch ass nigga who's not gonna do, yeah, good luck. Good luck in the end times. Good luck.
right? Because I need my nigga to be a warrior. I need my nigga to have strength physically, spiritually, and mentally. All three, right? I need the person to be a reflection of everything I am. Because I'm a strong woman. So I need and got a strong man who's going to protect me through whatever. Yo. Like, don't be with no man who ain't going to protect you. Don't be with no man who's not going to value you. Because women, we're gems, like, and a lot of these new age niggas, they real feminine because the food, the music, the culture, they believe it's bros over hoes. They're not supposed to protect their
She rapping, Haven. I ain't gonna lie to you. She rapping.
Wife, right? Even fuck a hoe. But what about your wife? What about your significant other? What about, will you protect her if anybody tries her, if anybody tries to get close to her space, if any nigga tries to disrespect her, are you going to protect her? If people, because if the end times is coming, all these people got the jab, they about to start turning and acting real demonic and evil. I already seen it in my astral. I already seen the truth multiple times in the dream world. Right? That time is coming, so you're going to need you a real man who can protect you from all these evil, dark entities, because just like it's angelic beings, there's evil, demonic, dark beings too.
That jab going to have a lot of these niggas turning into zombies, and y'all think y'all clear, oh, I didn't get the jab, but all I do is fuck bitches who got the jab and bitches who got jabbed up. Yeah, you're jabbed up too. Y'all have to understand how the spiritual world works. When you have sex with someone, y'all become one. Y'all become a whole person. Like I said, y'all know how I am. Sex is the true marriage, right? So a lot of y'all running around saying y'all not jabbed, but y'all gonna have the same symptoms and same mind control. I already seen it in my astral. Y'all know I can see the truth. I can see the future, and a lot of our real women can. When you tapped into your divine self, and if you ain't get that jab, you still could tap into who you truly are and see the future and see the truth. So a lot of y'all is jabbed and y'all don't even know it. Right, but anybody in the army is jabbed. Anybody who's working at these hospitals jabbed. All these teachers jabbed. Yeah, unless they wouldn't have got that jab card, a fake jab card, and even through that, like if you're having sex with someone who's jabbed up, you're jabbed. And y'all didn't even question, like, damn, they ain't never paid niggas to get a jab. Even with the flu jab, you had to pay like $20 or have insurance. Why was it was free for everybody, and it was an incentive and $100 gift cards? Y'all didn't question that, huh? This is the only jab where they literally was paying people to get, because they know what it's about to do to y'all, and y'all know the truth too. It's about to have y'all under mind control. And see, I talked to somebody who's in the army. Of course, they're jabbed up, and they said in the army, they're specifically teaching them to attack Americans only, right? Because they know this is a true chosen land. And they know we're the true chosen ones, right? So they're trying to keep us from. That's why they was pushing the jab so heavy over here in America, because they know that whoever gets jabbed up, they're not going to the new world. Your field with nanobots is over for you. You're gonna turn. I seen it, and I seen the smiley face demons in my dream. Yeah, y'all gonna be like zombies, the Walking Dead. Y'all better prepare. Right? And y'all running around saying, oh, I'm not jabbed up, and your husband's jabbed up, or the people you had sex with, you are jabbed up. You kissing people that's jabbed up, your kids jabbed up, you kissing. Yeah, when you exchange bodily fluids with someone who's jabbed up, now you're jabbed up. So y'all know, y'all see how the vampires movie work. They try to bite you because they know when they bite you, their saliva, which is their DNA, enters into your bloodstreams, and you immediately will have anything that they have. Yeah, so if your kids jab, your wife jab, your cousin jab, your grandma jab, and y'all still exchanging bodily fluids, you are now jabbed too, and you are susceptible to be under mind control too. So y'all better prepare yourself. Like I said, this is the only jab that they pay people to get. It's about to turn a lot of people into zombies. I can see the truth. I can see like the truth, and they literally teaching people in the army to attack Americans. I wonder why? Because they know that most people got jabbed.
Did y'all see this? It says NASA warns terrifying blackouts could hit Earth this week, okay? This is intense, all right? I told y'all, ever since those...
Y'all see that sun, right? Speaking of the sun shining through the window right now. That's why it just got real bright. That's the sun. See what's up.
X-class solar flares hit, and then we had that 600-mile filament that erupted, that the sun's activity has been rapidly ramping up. It stated that a master sunspot 15 times Earth size just rotated back to face us after unleashing the biggest flare in nearly 20 years. Exactly why Elon Musk made mention of running to Mars and building bunkers underground, all right? Why these billionaires are actually starting to build subterranean bunkers. This is the same solar flare that was predicted almost 3,000 years ago in ancient Anunnaki Assyrian cuneiform text. Okay, this is the time that the so-called conspiracy theories have been talking about, that y'all say we was lying about and that y'all thought we was crazy about. This solar flare will knock out the electromagnetic grid, okay? And it's gonna affect everything biological on this landmass, everything on this planet, all right, will be affected by this solar flare, by these ionizing particles. Everything carbon will be upgraded, all right? Now, it's all contingent on how you're taking care of yourself, because some individuals, unfortunately, won't make it. This solar flare is going to be unruly. And the ultraviolet radiation, if you don't have the proper components, all right, the proper biological components to actually protect you from these ionizing particles, is going to get dark. I told you should be consuming large amounts of chlorophyll right now, okay, Cosmic Family? Chlorophyll is basically melanin. Chlorophyll is melanin. The only difference between chlorophyll and melanin is chlorophyll actually has a magnesium molecule, while melanin has an iron molecule. In ancient times, we had magnesium. This is why people like Osiris are depicted green, okay? Osiris is often depicted green, okay? In ancient times, our skin was green. Our melanin had the ability of converting energy through a process like photosynthesis, just like plants. We're very synonymous to plant life. In order to survive these ionizing particles, you're going to need the detox, okay? You're going to need to detox toxic metals like lead, cadmium, mercury, and aluminum out of your blood, all right? And it doesn't matter how much melanin you have. You can be dark as obsidian. If you have lead, cadmium, and mercury in your body, when you go out in that sun and your melanocytes absorb that ultraviolet radiation to convert it through the process called melanogenesis, unfortunately, it's going to be a situation, because melanin is a conductor of electricity, is going to be a situation where that electrical current sparks inwardly instead of outwardly. And then at that point, it leads to what's called heat exhaustion. Get your chlorophyll. I do have it available on Holistic Remedies, link in bio. I also highly recommend consumption of tyrosine, which is the building block of melanin, all right? Tyrosine will substantially boost and strengthen your melanin production. Shilajit is also phenomenal for amplifying melanin production. It has 85 plus trace minerals and is rich in fulvic acid. I do have the Shilajit available on Holistic Remedies, link in bio. This sun is going to rapidly amplify your DNA, okay? Your deoxynucleic acid is going to amplify it substantially, all right? And it's a situation at this particular point in time where you need to do the necessary things to ensure that you're in homeostasis. I told you about things like NAD, nicotinamine adenine dinucleotide, all right? It's great for age reversing. I made you aware of things like carbon-60. These are all things that's designed to actually heal the DNA. It's an attack on the DNA, all right? We are the X-Men. We are the Avengers. We are all these characters that they deem fictional, all right? And I'm going to explain a lot more of that at the Quantum Fest, June 21st and June 22nd in Houston, Texas. This is an event you want to make sure that you're in a building for, okay? I'm going to really delve deep into how we actually have these powers.
I can't stress this enough. If you in the area, please get a ticket and go, because I wish I can. Somebody please go. Somebody from the Haven, please go if you're in the area, and just let me know how it went. Let me know about your experience. Let me know if you went in there and came out differently. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
And how they have been truly suppressing us and the true science of melanin. So make sure you're in the building for that. Now, I personally feel like when this blackout take place, it's going to amplify our telepathic abilities. All right. This whole time we have been dumbed down by technological devices that these deletes play in the background. All right. Different devices that are designed to pretty much keep us in the state of amnesia and forgetting our true primordial essence. All right. Once the electromagnetic grid shut down, that deceptive technology will no longer be playing in the background. And at that point, we're going to start waking up like, oh, I remember. We're going to start all coming in tune. And a lot of us are at that point going to become telepathic. We're going to be in each other's mind. All right. Some people that think they're schizophrenic and hear things really are actually telepathic. And they have the ability of tapping into the ethereal lines where they can hear different things. All right. But they don't want them to know that. So they drug them up and put them in insane asylums and sanitariums. Right. But this is the time where everyone's telepathic ability will begin to come online. All right. You are telepathic. How many times have you walked in a room, you were just about to say something and somebody else will say it? Or you was just thinking about calling somebody and they call you. You're telepathic. You're psychic. All right. Remember that. We are very, very inclined. We're very elevated. And they have been lying to us this whole time. And as the sun continue to amplify, it's going to show us how powerful we truly are. I made you aware to also make sure that you're getting copper bracelets and wearing things like shungite and crystal protection, all right? They're going to be ramping up the 5G, 6G, and 7G radiation. This is going to be in conjunction with the sun. Their objective pretty much is to microwave us as well. This is another reason why I've been telling you to utilize the chlorophyll, okay? Chlorophyll as well as copper bracelets and things that protect you from irradiation. These are all the things we need to ensure that we're activating our cosmic light body gods and goddesses. I also told you the importance of utilizing things like quantum stickers you can place on your phone to basically reduce the amount of electromagnetic radiation that it emits. Utilization of things like magnesium will also amplify your melanin substantially, all right? Because remember, we're not supposed to have iron in our blood. Initially, it was magnesium. And it's also important to get all of the parasites out of your body that's making you crave the low-frequency food that you know you shouldn't be consuming. Parasites are demons. They're archons. The parasites are maliciously implemented as a ploy to hijack your neurological faculties. Parasites literally attack all three of your brains, okay? You have three brains. Your stomach is a brain because it has neuron clusters. Your heart is a brain because it has neuron clusters. And then obviously the brain in your head. All right. Parasites literally have the ability of traveling from your colon to your heart to your brain through a process called cysticercosis or toxoplasma gondii. Once they do that, they can fully take full control and reign over their host. All right. You see the videos of dead fish swimming. You see the videos of animals actually being led to do things that they typically wouldn't do. This is all attributed to these archonic forces, which are very, very intelligent. All right. Contrary to their size and their stature, they're super intelligent. I made you aware that wormwood, black walnut, and whole cloves not only kill parasites, but also eradicate their eggs, okay? You can also implement garlic as well. Garlic is also phenomenal for eradicating parasites. Oil of oregano, black sea oil, all of these things are phenomenal for eradicating parasitic invaders. I do have the parasite cleanse available on Holistic Remedies link in bio. I also highly recommend to stay away from Big Pharma. All medicine is designed to have adverse effects on the melanin. Remember, the same people who sell you the panic sell you the cure. All right, so they'll feed you bad food, and then when you go to their hospitals, they'll give you the same pharmaceuticals to give you cancer. It's a must that you get the toxic metals out of your body, Cosmic Family. Again, it doesn't matter what complexion you are. You can be dark as obsidian. If you're walking around with these toxic metals in your body, you're not going to be able to handle the sun. Now, typically, melanin has the ability of protecting you from 1,225 degrees Fahrenheit. All right? Melanin is that powerful. But the thing is, we have so many toxic metals in us that we don't know the true power of melanin. All right? This whole time, they have been subjecting us. And I'm going to get more into that at the Quantum Fest. I'm not going to delve into that information now. So make sure you're at Houston, Texas, June 21st and June 22nd, all right, to hear a powerful lecture in regards to how we are the true gods, how we are the X-Men, we are the Avengers, and we do have these abilities. And they've been using things like this the whole time to suppress them. I also highly recommend utilization of Ormus, which is an orbitally rearranging monatomic element. All right, it's great for the microplastics as well as the deceptive nanotechnology that they have been now pumping out in the chemtrails through a patented graphene oxide. All right, they patented graphene oxide and it's now placed in the chemtrails, Cosmic Family. All right, graphene oxide is the same stuff that they tried to come out with when they had that pandemic going on. All right, and they jabs. I can't talk too much, but this is now what they're putting in the chemtrails. Things like Ormus will actually combat the deceptive
You telling me they feeding people the jabberoni? They feeding people bowls of jabberoni through chemtrails? Are you joking? They going too far, bro.
Technology. Colloidal gold, colloidal silver is something I highly recommend implementing during your ascension process. They truly fear our elevation. And this is the time. This is the time where everything transformed and we completely shatter this paradigm. All high quality herbs and metaphysical products for spiritual elevation. Click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies.
Golden Dome. A lot of people ask me my perspective on this, but I literally spoke on this years ago. You already know I'm gonna point you to the same video, Trump True Purpose, because its purpose is to set out the first trumpet of the apocalypse, which is when we rise out this black hole that we's trapped in because of the war. This is the black hole that we are trapped in. It's literally in the middle of Earth. The NAZI symbol is used for the Cosmic Black Lodge that controls the reptilian and insectoid races that infest our astral dimensions of this galaxy. Our solar system is exiting. The anti-clockwise symbol is stylized view of the underside of the galaxy, the destructive receptive pole of the black hole worshipped by these people as the black sun. It is the opposite, the outgoing pole of the same black hole that rains purified hydrogen down upon the star field to create new suns that when viewed from above spins in the opposite direction and is worshipped as the Buddhist symbol of the sun and Hindu symbol of prosperity. So as I always tell y'all, when we seen the eclipse last year, that was the black sun blocking the quote-unquote star that we see, that we think is the real sun, when really it's not. It's a patented sun made by NASA. Oh, my bad, wrong picture. You see, most people don't understand what this flag actually means. As y'all can see, this is our chakras to the left and in order. And on the right, it's our chakras upside down, missing the third eye. And as y'all all know, that's what they've been targeting through the air, water, food, and any other type of supply we can possibly use to weaken the third eye so we have no power on our own and have no connection to our own spirit so they can fully control our souls. Oh, wrong picture again. Hopefully y'all see what that flag actually means. It's that same symbol that I was just talking about that represents the black sun, the receptive pole, because we are in the middle of Earth. So as I was saying, as we rise up this black hole, the Skynet will open. And of course, it's a half truth because we all just call it the sky. But it's also the firmament, the electromagnetic field, or you could call it the dome. It's an electrical fence that's energetically keeping us trapped here and altering everything that we see while draining our energy. So when this Skynet opens, we'll be able to see everyone in their true form because they won't be altered anymore. We won't be disconnected from our source, our spirit, meaning we'll have access to all our energy. Also, there'll be no more protection from outside things such as meteorites and comets, which the quote-unquote EMF dome, the electrical fence that's already around us, was doing. Even though we're still in a black hole, it was able to keep them out and keep us in. So generally speaking, once this thing opens, it's going to be able to allow the comets and meteorites and anything else inside of here. And as I always said, when these events happen, they're going to disguise it as a missile or a nuke or a T attack. And that is for the people that don't want to wake up to the clear truth. And this is when our timelines will split. And it directly depends on your frequency. And you got to ask yourself, are you seeing any positive changes happen in the world right now? Or are you only seeing negative changes? You see, if you're in a positive frequency, you know that all the fraud and deception is being exposed. And we all see the peace talks. So why would he publicly mention a golden dome when other countries had it for I don't know how long? Wow, we've been in constant conflict for I don't know how long. It seems like forever. It's because of the space weather that they cannot control. And obviously our enemies may have last-ditch efforts on trying to take everyone down. But at this point, I doubt it because I believe everything should be good for us. You know what I mean? We're just waiting for that time to come. Anyways, that's my thoughts on it. Y'all know how I keep it. Y'all be guys. Peace.
So now we had these people speaking about building a golden dome over the country. They said that this dome is for a defense system only. Do you believe that? Do you believe that? Do you believe that? Because I don't believe it. Not only that, people are starting to say that this cartoon actually predicted this to take place. But what if I told you it wasn't really this cartoon? It was something else. In 1984, a movie came out called The Terminator. They were speaking about Skynet being activated in the year 2024. So you mean to tell me a movie that came out 41 years ago predicted our future? This is not for no kind of defense system. This is for Project Blue Beam. But I'm gonna get back to that pretty soon. Remember, it's truth in plain sight. Look at the word Skynet. This is a sky. This is the net. Do you know what the sky is? What do you do with a net? This is connected to Skynet. These people is creating this dome for Project Blue Beam. If you believe in UFOs, you will see it. If you believe in Jesus, you will see it. If you believe in Allah, you will see it. This is what this dome is all about. Project Blue Beam is really the sky. It's connected to your Bluetooth. It's connected to the blue lights from my cell phone. It's connected to the blue water, the blue sky. I guess people ain't catch on to the blues clues they was leaving us. Blue clue, number 1. Blue clue, number 2. Blue clue, number 3. Project Blue Beam is being projected from the moon. The moon is the satellite or the eye in the sky that makes sure we never leave this matrix. They are fishing for lost souls, and the net is coming from the sky or the moon. When AI take over our reality, we're going to start seeing shit that we're not ready for. AI will be the new God. And these people understand all of this because they are in direct contact with these aliens that took over our planet. Once you understand that our reality is all about numbers, vibrations, frequencies, and colors, you will get a better idea why they are using the color blue. Blue represents trust, cleanliness, peace, loyalty, tranquility. But you have to understand these people are the opposite of everything we do. So what is the opposite of trust, loyalty, peace? When they activate Skynet, we will no longer be able to use our cell phones, our laptops, our iPads. They will start to use us. Are we using technology, or is technology using us? Right now, as I make this video, I am using a filter known as the green screen to project these images in the background. The people that control or deceive this world, they don't use a green screen. They use a blue screen to project images, and it's known as the sky. I would love to tell you everything, but I can't. But if you want to know more, check out my ebook, link in my bio.
I did want to.
I think things are pretty much getting real interesting out there. What I got to say about those two recent clips.
Make this video, but I think it's time. So I explained birthright and citizenship from different perspectives. I explained that there's 3 original beings in heaven with spirits created by the one true creator. Number 1 is man, who is the only image of the one true creator. In the 4th world, which is the world that we're in now, this is where we get that phrase, quote unquote, 400 years of slavery. Because approximately every 120 years or so, we have a reset, creating another world. I broke this down before, just look for the video called 400 Years of Slavery. Now in this world, the image of man will show up as someone that looks like me, a brown-skinned melanated person with extremely curly hair. I'm sure you all know by now, our hair is like this because our frequency is so high, it's literally being burned. And all energy comes in spirals, and that's why our hair is like this. So the more you look like the image of man, it indicates the more the presence of the original bloodline. 2, we have the Palladians that looks like the image of man, but have reddish skin and coily red hair. The more you look like that indicates a strong presence of that original bloodline. 3, the Greys. I never really went into deep details about this, besides saying it's humanoid with a different shaped head. Just because I don't want anyone to take offense to this possible truth. So I know we all heard of the quote-unquote tall grays, the short grays, zeta grays, etc. because they've been mixed, just like all the other races been mixed also. But I do know there's at least 3 different original grays. The Mona Lisa people, the Summer people, and the Indus Valley people. But in this world, they'll be too obvious if they were tall. It might even be scary to most people. I mean, I want y'all to just think about what a gray would look like if it was mixed with a human. And I already know you know the answer. You just never really thought about it. And of course, the witch doctors cast spells on us, making us think it's a genetic disorder. But yet, they're sentient just like us. They don't automatically come out with mental problems. They can talk, think, dream. Everything we can do, they can do as well. There's just a physical difference. And this quote-unquote genetic disorder is called dwarfism. You gotta ask yourself, why are those genetics so strong and can easily override other people's genetics? Also, there are different types of dwarfism because there are different types of grays. Now, if a tall gray try to blend in society with humans, it'll probably be 100 times more threatening than if the short ones was out here in society with the humans. I mean, just imagine if a tall gray average height was between 6.5 to 8 feet tall because of their heads. Y'all remember this movie, The Coneheads? Take a wild guess on who they were really depicting. The tall grays. They was mixed with the dragon bloodline. If you haven't seen this movie, to keep it simple, their spaceship basically crashed and they survived, and somehow they try to survive in a human society by attempting to blend in. So you got arrested for treason because he was caught.
This was out when I was so young. I should probably watch this again as an adult. Because I seen this stuff when I was young. Like, I wasn't even double digits of age. Interesting. Okay.
Shaving his teeth to blend in society. And obviously he has sharp teeth because of the dragon bloodline. And obviously he has a different shaped head because of the gray bloodline. But at the end of the movie, basically he prevented a war from happening. And he was able to get a green card to America. Like, this movie literally shows what's going on right now because of the mixed bloodlines and the system they rigged. And now it's being reversed back to its natural order. Now, outside the original bloodlines of man, Pleiadians, and the Greys, there are versions of those three that's been mixed with the dragon bloodline of the underworld, turning God's heavenly bloodlines into demonic underworldly bloodlines. Also included in this category is those bloodlines was also mixed with animal bloodlines. Now, outside the spirit, there is organic clones that look just like us. Not only that, they may even think they're real. Now keep in mind, the only real eye colors is brown and blue. But one of the biggest issues we face with these clones is that they can have babies too. Don't forget about the Cabbage Patch Kids. Don't forget about these babies being delivered by a bird. Don't forget them old articles showing that they were selling babies in the newspaper, bro. Don't forget the centers. They used to allow people to watch the clone babies grow. That shit crazy. And last, we have these holograms and androids, which are robots that look like humans. I personally believe at least 40% of the people we see aren't even real. As in, they're all clones, androids, or holograms. They are all placed here to keep you lost and distracted in order to guide you towards the negative side of yourself by coercion and oppression, so it can be considered a free will decision. I said all that to say this. We're in a fourth world and we all look alike, but we are marked and don't know it because in the third world, we can see a clear difference. So it's hard to mentally and spiritually deceive us because back then we knew there was more beings here besides humans. We knew there were giant humans. We knew that there was gods living amongst us. Like I said, they all had to blend in order to get our free will consent of the image of man to create with other beings, with spirits, which is a star, which we get our energy from. It also holds our consciousness and memories. Also, this what allows us to have the quote-unquote superpowers, the ability to control elements, because we are the original beings. We are at one with reality itself. As I keep saying, the image of man is the basis of everything. And everyone knows this besides us. See, I remember this part in Men in Black where this gray being was inside of a human vessel, which is an android that I'm talking about. He said he's there to save Orion's belt and to prevent the war. So it was a galaxy on Orion, which was actually the cat. But in all reality, the image of man stars is the Orion's belt, the Orion's constellation, which is in the center of the universe. Just like Earth is in the center of the universe, just like we're in the center of Earth in the black hole. Like I keep saying, everything came from us because we are the center of everything, of existence. So basically he said he came to Earth to prevent the war, to save the stars of Orion, which is the image of man, which is the people that clearly is getting used and abused and G-sided right now. Because on other timelines, they must have wiped us out and everyone else slowly got wiped out too. That is why we seeing other beings going back in time and going against their own kind. Because like I said, all Greys aren't bad, all Pleiadians not bad. Even all reptiles, they're not completely bad, I'll say to an extent. Because it's all about free will and that free choice. And if you have a spirit, especially with any original bloodline, you have that. And like I said, that's the big issue why a lot of people facing judgment anyways because of this. So why they got you over here thinking Men in Black is all BS. They're telling you some truth in there. A lot of truth. Like I just explained and broke this down to y'all in the other video. Why do you think Men in Black had insectoid races on there and was one of the bad guys and main characters? Think about it. Our life is really stranger than fiction. And I completely understand why people don't want to believe in the truth. Because I wouldn't either. I do just because of the abilities I have and been told that it's not real. But I know for a fact it is. And it's exactly why I do what I do now. Anyways, y'all know how to keep it. Y'all be guys. Peace.
The average black.
That was pretty interesting. I ain't gonna lie, I was thirsty. I seen that clip. I seen that clip already. But that was interesting. I had to run it back, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty damn interesting. Think about it. If you gotta go back, rewind it again and listen to it again. That was pretty interesting. Pretty insightful. Anyhow, it's the final clip. Let's listen to this truth.
Person in the hood is not thinking on a revolution mindset. And I'm just keeping it real. This is tough love. This is not to bash any of my people. This is tough love. I'm just keeping it real. The average black person in the hood is not thinking on no revolution. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying you don't have conscious individuals in the hood. You do, absolutely. In prison, in the psychiatric institution, there's a lot of us that are conscious, right? Because people automatically associate you being in jail, in prison, to being illiterate, and you being ignorant, and you're a crazy guy. They don't understand that a lot of things could factor into why you end up there, right? But back on topic, there are conscious individuals in the hoods, right? But the majority of us are not thinking on no revolution type timing.
It's sad.
If I go to the hood right now and I say revolution, they're going to be like, oh, shut this nigga up. This nigga talking about revolution. The playoffs are coming on tonight. My nigga, we about to go cop them new Jordans. We about to hop on 2K and Call of Duty. Yo, nigga, roll that weed up. You see what I'm saying? This is what the average black person in the hood is on right now. This is the thinking. This is the timing we're on. So when you're saying, what are you going to do about it and this and that? I'm trying to awaken my people. That's what I'm doing about it. That's what I'm doing about it. I'm trying to let my people know that we got more important things going on in the world than that album dropping at 12. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to awaken that Super Saiyan up in us. That's what I'm doing. I can't go outside and take on all of them by myself.
Message, man. Real good message. Hey, yo. That sun came back. Hold on, let me adjust the camera. That sun came back and started beaming again. Come on now, I got us. Tone it down just a little tad bit there. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Haven, I hope you are in a wonderful, magnificent room after that wonderful presentation if you wasn't already having a wonderful, magnificent rotation. You know what I'm saying? As I said, I don't celebrate none of these Gregorian holidays, so if you do, abundance upon you and yours, man. Full disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Any and everything you see on this channel is merely speculation. View discretion advised. Please do your own homework and reach for proper discernment. I told you guys, I'm in a good mood, jolly mood, however you want to put it. Anyhow, if it don't resonate with you, leave it on the ground for someone else to pick it up. That is okay. That is fine if it does not resonate with you. We watch these clips and videos as a form of escaping the external chaos going on outside of ourselves, as we are all experiencing our own individual realities. You choose to be here, you don't gotta be. I'm highly grateful, and thankful for all you guys who have been here from the beginning, rocking out, liking, commenting, sharing, been subscribed, supporting the channel, things of that nature, doing this energetic exchange that we do on the regular. Thank you so much. As you guys understand and understand, I don't have people in my immediate vicinity or circle that I can have these kind of topics of discussions with. So thank you so much for your presence. Thank you. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we go up and you don't miss the next presentation or the next giveaway, which is Friday the 30th. You know what's up, man. I'm highly grateful, and thankful. I want to give a big shout out to everyone and anyone who has ever sown a seed with me and will be returned 100-fold, as the Most High is using you as a divine vessel to divine support. Yours truly, because it's all about divine support. I just want to say great gratitude and thanks, abundance, peace, and prosperity upon you and yours. Hope you know it never goes unnoticed. Really does help the channel, the foundation, my well-being. It really does. Thank you so much. Listen, I don't know. I'm feeling a little different about myself, about things. But things are looking good, y'all. Things are looking good. Things are looking great. I'm finally coming to a point energetically where I'm willing to put more work in. I'm willing to do more. I'm willing to do more to rebuild anew or co-create with Source upon my experience. So yeah, I love y'all. I'm in love with y'all. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. You already know what's up, man. Love and unity, balance and harmony. Safe traveling to Ashles. Haven, I'll see y'all in the next presentation. I'm out.